my name is Rick. Welcome to episode 16 of my Sunless Sea Zubmariner Let's Plays. When we last left off, we had just gotten rid of the Incomparable Aurelian, far faster than I would have guessed possible. I tried to find something to compare him to, but I just couldn't do it. In this episode, we're going to start seriously exploring the map, for as long as we can until our coal runs out and forces us to get more. Let's see what we find. The problem is we have no idea where Hideaway is. It will most likely be a long time before we find it. And I'm going to have this little delivering a letter thing hanging out here at the side of the screen bothering me. Unless I do something about it, which, why would a smuggler kidnapping questionable Z captain be honorable? Why would he not look at a letter that someone entrusted to give to him? Don't have an answer to that. I might not. We'll see how I feel, because that's how my guy operates. Speak with the Incomparable Aurelian. A true collector appreciates patience. When my master retired here, we both thought it would be his last destination. The Aurelian's eyes take the sheen of a patient man approaching a long-delayed payoff. No one has been present at the most moths hatching before. Well, no one who is in a condition to remember it afterwards. He spares a hesitant glance over his shoulder at the almost dead man. Of course, being by my master's side during his final days is a necessary part of the process. Is that all he has to say? Yes. Assemble a port report. It's a little more than a cave and a lighthouse fire, but the Admiralty appreciates thoroughness. A ramshackle array of pulleys allows the undercrow's reclusive resident to feed the fire above. The herby smoke of the fungal fire has preservative qualities, but dust everything in a fine gray deposit. Meanwhile, the fire distracts the more aggressive moths and warns ships far above. All is well, or as well as can be expected. You now have one of this, a port report, under Crow. Whee, I'm free. What's out here? Let's go find out. Hopefully a place we can buy fuel. Come on, undersea settlement. We're not mapping from above. That's too bad. Don't care. Undersea, we got air. Looking for whatever. I feel it's a disturbance in the force. I feel we have wandered onto an entirely different part of the map. And I base that on absolutely nothing. Well, the singing's different. Wow, we are getting so far out without mapping. Now that's starting to bother me. How's the air? We have fuel, but nah, only so much. I can't take any more. We have to surface and look. Also the air situation, but we could have gone further. Air, give me a port. Give me a port of any kind. Oh, we're gonna need fuel. This is gonna become a thing. This must be Void's approach to the north. The air crackles with frosty radiations to the north of false stars. Fail in the darkness. Oh, the Chapel of Lights. 50 fragments gained. Do you sell fuel? Can I dock before I crash into the the island? I think I did, or we would have heard a little bit of a dent. We can... Chapel of Lights, delivering a letter, but I know what that is, and I don't care. Not this moment. Oh, ouch. Ouch. Okay. Stories. Furtive, faithful, gather in the shadows between the many, many candles. Eat of the chapel's bounty, gather intelligence, attend the service. Memoirs, lessons of the chapel. Oh, no way, we're not doing that. Unlocked with 5. Okay, here's the options. We can eat here. A smiling priest unlocks the door of the storehouse. This guy gives me the creeps. I don't know about this dude. Gather intelligence. Attend the service, which we're not doing because it costs us way too much food. We don't have that much left. We burned through that much supplies. I'm impressed. Gather intelligence. What occurs here out between the darkness and the light? A smiling priest in a red cassock tends the chapel. The congregation are shy of light. They're vampires, I know. Oh wait, no. No, there's no such thing as vampires. Sorry. Got a little worked up there for a moment. They come and go in little ships, and it's strangely difficult to count them. Perhaps some of them are imaginary, like vampires. Still, you note the name of a ship or two. You now have a port report, the Chapel of Lights. Okay, I can still eat if they're bounty or attend the chapel, but I don't want to. These guys are weird. Oh, the map. I hate to do it, but we need to go somewhere we can get fuel, and I don't know where any of that is. I think there might be something between us and the Ragged Crow. I sure hope there is. At Frostfound we could get 1 free fuel. At Codex we could just buy more. At Venderbite we can buy more. Looks like we're turning around. Full speed ahead. Lights off for desperate fuel conservation measures. Oh, I do not like this. 7 fuel and going down. 6 fuel and going down. Oh, there is a terrible, terrible thing. We need to get away from that. There's a purple that is Mountain Nomad. And that's 6 fuel and counting. There's only the Ragged Crow ahead of us. Oh, is there seriously nothing? Oh no. Frostfound it is. Oh, I hate to do this. We're going so far back the wrong direction. But I'd rather do that than take chances. We've come so far and done so well. Oh no, it's that stupid giant moth again. Tyrant moth. Go away, Mothra. Go fight Godzilla. Go pick on someone your own size. We're burning headlights for no reason. We've got more supplies than we need. We can always burn a supply. I hate to do that though. This just feels a little sketchy. 4 fuel and counting. Almost 3. 3 and counting. It's kind of like the guy in Star Trek counting off the warp drive numbers, only this means something. Oh, please be generous. Please be generous. I'm sorry I laughed at you last time I was here. Do you have any fuel for me? Take tea with squatters at the dock. Yes, we've done that before, but... Oh, they gave us fuel. Thank you, thank you. We lost terror, which we needed. We got supply, which is useful. Can we buy fuel? Oh. Codex or Venderbite? What do you feel like? We've explored Undersea, less around the map around Venderbite, I feel, so Venderbite it is. Oh, I hope we can make it there on 3-4 fuel. Be doing it without headlights, I'll tell you that. This music is usually kind of sad. Now it's just a touch more frightening than usual. Oh, we can do it. If we don't waste any time fighting a jellyfish. We're so close now. We're gonna make it. 2 fuel and counting. What am I saying? We've entered a fog bank. Fighting is... Conditions are bad. We're close to Tanachuk. Dust echoes even a sepia tint to the air, which means it's colored like an old photograph. These are the waters around the tomb colonies. 2 fuel and counting. Bats are hostile. Distant bells. And we made it. 1 fuel and counting. Delivering a letter. Someone has entrusted you with correspondence of the utmost privacy. I can read it, I can throw it away, I can leave a letter untouched. The letter is not for you, you were trusted. I am not an honorable Pirate Z captain. Honorable would preclude my being an espionage guy. In the past, I have played captains who didn't read the letters because they didn't care. But it cuts you off from some of the stories in the game. I'd just rather see some of the stories in the game. Actually, I just talked myself out of it. I didn't know this before. It's a very chancy challenge. Your mirror's quality gives you a 45% chance of success. They'll probably notice if I read it or something like that. If I get more mirrors between now and when I drop it off, I don't I don't care. I'll read it anyways, but only if I have a better chance of succeeding. So, no, perhaps not, or maybe later. Fuel, please. Thank you. Oh my. We're close to London, but I don't plan to go back. Not just yet. Is 20 fuel too much? I feel like it is perhaps not. Tomb colonies. If I was way high on terror, I would go there and do that. Let's see. Vengeance of Jonah. I don't have a strange catch. I could sample today's special. That's a lot of money, but I would lose 5 terror, which is a fair amount of terror, which at this point wouldn't be a bad idea. Sample today's special. The food here is exceptional. You need not fear poisoning or boredom, or at least definitely not boredom. A meal which defies description. Since this is the second time recently we did that, I'll just say we were fortunate and it was tasty and we lost 5 terror and we spent 60 echo at a high-end restaurant. So, you know, pay for what you get. Surprise, surprise. You pay for what you get. The Tomb Colony of Venderbite. I can still explore it. I could still spend money on more wine, but I'm not doing that. A familiar corkscrewed street. Here you are at the Vengeance of Jonah again. We were just there. That's really quite silly. Goodbye. Do we have a tomb colonist? We do not. Nothing I want to sell. Perhaps good to go. I could even buy a supply, I suppose. Or completely fill up the ship. Yep. I'm doing it. We're going as far from London as we can. And we're going to hit every spot under the ocean along the way. Like now. Oh, please nothing crazy. Please nothing crazy. Oh, wow. Well, let's see where we're going. We seem to be in the middle of whatever this is. Did that help or hurt? I can't tell. Sighted wreck ship. You know what? We're more powerful than you are. I consider fighting you kind of a waste of my time and oxygen, but you asked for it. Oh, we need a bigger gun. Take that, you villains. You've defeated a wreck ship. There. It makes a much more convincing wreck. Now you've finished with it. Destroy them utterly or send a boarding party. Oh no. We just spent so much time and energy doing that. Send a boarding party. A modest challenge. 70% chance. Yeah, see what happens. Quick as you like. You can't prepare a boarding party. Any plan goes out of the porthole the minute your boots touch the deck of strange vessel. In this case, it seems those pirates like to play dead in person as well. Fortunately, your crew are not the kind to be fooled twice. They return with clean cutlasses and bloodied boots. Some are even smiling. You've gained fuel, supplies, and money, which I didn't even know was a thing, but fantastic. We actually sort of could use that. It pays for the trip. All that time we spent down here, not finding a settlement we could buy fuel at. A dull tolling echoes around the bridge, a distress bell now fading. Where? What? Look out for those rocks, you idiot. Who's driving this crazy thing? Wow, how did we go this far and not discover anything? Captain, we're running out of oxygen. Impatience. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. What's the downside? A comment or a like is a good way to let me know it. If you'd like to support my small channel, tell a friend. Anyone that likes steampunk, Victorian England, or audiobooks might like this. Thanks for watching.